After 1,000 years, the mists have finally cleared to reveal Albion, the land of myth and magic beyond the sea. Back in the old world, a king who rules with an iron hand longs for Albion's riches. He summons adventurers to claim the land. Hoping to escape their grim lives, many follow, dreaming of a bright future in Albion. But the journey across the sea is long and dangerous. And only the most daring cross successfully. Those who make it arrive at the shores of this magical land, from where they immediately begin to craft, trade, and conquer. You are among these adventurers. Head out and forge your own destiny in Albion.
Hello, and welcome. And welcome. And or welcome. I'm back again. Last stream ended because of music. Now I'm doing different music. One second, let me just share this. Okay. Okay, so what I'm doing now There's fishing. Over here somewhere. Probably right over here. We're going down to a Vixen tour. To fish and get some other supplies. Using my fishing gear. It'd be fun. And I'm using an ox here so I can carry more. Right on down. Next map over. All the way down. Okay. Where am I? Now I'm trying to go straight down. No. Up. I'm going to a different map to go fishing. One of these maps I passed by earlier with Microbius. There we go. It's not too hard to get to where you need to go. Now I have to go down. Once I get a good solid set of gear, I'll probably start killing people all the time. There we go. I know it's a little outside the pool there. There we go. Might as well do it for 10 fisheroonies. 10 fish. I'll play something for you in the meantime. Catch those fish. At level 30, I could do tier 6. Yeah. I am the Colossus. Oh boy. Boom. Yeah, I got it. Woohoo! Try different spots. That might help. What do you say? Let's go in for all the worms here. Have this Avalonian fishing rod. It's pretty awesome. You can't see because I'm covering it up, but there's a player right there. One more. Last fish. Okay. Well, I'm going. Taking my good old ox with me to go farm as much as I want. That's right. Gabu. Zug zug. Thank you. And we roll right home. There we go. I hope you are doing okay, dear Flim. Just you. Look at all this water. I love how complicated these maps are. Oh, yes. Hey there, Chad. Don't be shy. This is a new stream. And I have a full cup of coffee. I'm trying to do some fishing. I have my fishing gear on. Yeah. Yeah. Heading down to fishing land. I'll get all the resources I can. Oh yeah. Just like that. I can carry all I want. This is why I'm here. So now that I know that there is a weekly ranking for my guild for a gathering, it sort of gives me a bit of motivation. th place. I haven't got to fix that. There you go. Chopping a bit of wood, smashing some rocks, getting some ore here and there. Make sure we eat the goose pie. Incredibly important. We're heading towards some water over here. Oh yeah. Just like that. Here we go. All these birds. I'll get my ox beast out. Worm. And boom. And there we go. I'm all up in the waterland. Smash up all the stone. You don't have to load up your mount. It just extends your carry capacity if you have the mount equipped and if you have the mount out. Mm-hmm. Keep on going. Guten Tagen. Okay, let's hurry up. This is a lower level zone. Just a lot of water here. And 2. You hear the birds chirping. How about that? Iron. We're at 16,000 for the mining. Go check this out. Let's listen to the lore again. I think it's nice. Listen to the lore of Albion with my fake voice. In case you don't know, I have this fake voice. It's pretty cool. Like a deep fake using my own voice. It's pretty awesome. Here you go. 2,000 years ago, Albion is a wild place where humans struggle to survive. They live in simple tribes, scavenging a living while trying to avoid bigger predators, the dire beasts, giants, and worst of all, the destructive and tyrannical dragons. 1800 years ago, Albion is ruled by fearsome dragons. In the shadow of these tyrannical creatures, the first humans begin to attune themselves to the magic of the land, becoming druids. They make an accord with the giants of Albion, enabling the various tribes of humanity to flourish. The greatest of the giants come together with the first druids to work a great magic, forcing the dragons to sleep. The ravaged land soon recovers, and the humans and giants together guard the dragons' resting places, naming themselves Albion's keepers. 1600 years ago, a druid rises who is unlike the others. Some say he has gained secret knowledge by eavesdropping on the dragon's dreams, others that he has talked to other creatures deep in the bowels of the earth. His name is Merlin, and he has a dream of uniting the tribes. His message is simple: one day the dragons will wake, and on that day, the world must be ready. Never again can Albion be allowed to fall under the dragon's rule. 1500 years ago, though the druids do not approve of Merlin, they do not oppose him either, and he is able to start uniting the tribes under one leader. He approaches the witch Morgana for help, and she crafts the mighty Excalibur, a weapon so powerful that it will make whoever wields it into Albion's king. It is the first time that metal is mined and forged in Albion. Excalibur is the first sword, born of steel and magic. Unknown to Merlin, the secrets of its making are given to Morgana by demons who whisper to her from across the void. Together Merlin and Morgana begin to recruit from the lesser tribes, gifting them metal armor and powerful magic weapons. The first knights are created. The greatest of them is given Excalibur and named King. They quickly establish themselves as a new power in Albion, ruling from the castle of Camelot. 1300 years ago, for many years, the kings of Albion rule wisely and well. Merlin and Morgana guide them, establishing codes of honor and chivalry. It is an age of great prosperity, and then disaster strikes. A great red dragon, Dother, rises from its slumber, roaring for those nearby to join it. King Uther leads the knights of Camelot to battle, supported by Merlin and Morgana. There is an epic battle that turns the sky black for 3 days. When the sunlight finally finds its way to Albion again, it shines on a victorious Camelot. The Dothr and the lesser dragonlings it summoned have been slain, and the remaining dragons continue to sleep undisturbed. Albion is safe once more, but there has been a cost. In order to deliver the killing blow, Uther has sacrificed himself, leaving no recognized heirs. This leaves the survivors in a strange position. The immediate threat is gone and they have no natural leader. Merlin searches the land for illegitimate offspring, while Morgana suggests her own son as an alternative. Unfortunately, they cannot agree on a suitable candidate, and Merlin steals Excalibur, giving it to Arthur and declaring him ruler of Albion. Furious at this betrayal, Morgana and her followers rise up in opposition, and the humans of Albion have their first and worst civil war. 1280 years ago, sensing that the battle is too evenly matched, Merlin goes to the keepers of Albion and shows them the devastation the war is bringing to the land. Hiding his own hand in things, he convinces them that Morgana is the biggest threat to the land Albion has faced since the dragons and convinces them to aid his cause. Morgana and her forces are immediately forced to retreat and, too proud to accept defeat, she uses dark magic to call for aid. She is answered by the demons who offer their help in exchange for entry into the world. Morgana accepts, tearing open a gateway to hell. With her new demonic allies, she is more than a match for Merlin. 1260 years ago, after years of war, Merlin realizes that neither side can easily win, and that as the demons spill out into the world, Albion itself is likely to be destroyed. While Arthur leads his knights towards the final battle, Merlin convinces his apprentices to perform a powerful ritual that will sacrifice the knights and restore peace. He doesn't tell them it will also result in their deaths. As the battle reaches its most frantic, the ritual begins and Merlin takes Excalibur and shatters it. The resulting explosion kills most of the knights on both sides and casts the demons back across the void. They drag a screaming Morgana with them as they go. Merlin himself vanishes. The oldest of the giants return to the earth, and all of Albion is shrouded in mist, sealing it off from the rest of the world. Most of the continent starts to recover, except for those places where the ritual's magic was most powerful. But Morgana had one last trick to play. As she realized her doom was imminent, she ordered one of her high priestesses to flee, taking with her a trove of secret knowledge and her newborn child in the hopes that they would one day return to Albion and find a way to bring her back. 200 years ago, for over a millennium, things have been peaceful in Albion. The demon wars are only remembered in campfire stories. The few survivors of Morgana's cult hide in the shadows, biding their time. Meanwhile, the baby that crossed the waters has become a conqueror and founded a line of kings and queens. The ancient secrets they took with them are locked in an old library, all but forgotten. 15 years ago, the magical mists surrounding Albion begin to fade, allowing a group of explorers to discover it. They report to their king across the sea. The king knows nothing of his ancestral history or Albion's, but he recognizes a new land, rich in resources that his war-torn nation sorely needs. As the mists weaken, they reveal parts of Albion still scarred by the old war. Skeletons in ancient armor rise once more and wander the land. Most of them are mindless, tragic things, still trying to fight a war that ended long ago. Where the knights had been reduced to walking corpses, Merlin's apprentices were transformed into harvesters, bitter shades that hunger constantly for fresh souls. At this time, Morgana's cult begins to stir, looking for a chance to restore their lost glory. 12 years ago, the king sends an expedition to Albion. It is mainly made up of criminals and enemies of the throne. They begin to set up rudimentary settlements. 8 years ago, Albion is not kind to the newcomers. Many die, killed by foxes and wolves, by angry tribesmen and hungry giants. The survivors soon fall to infighting. Some are recruited by the disciples of Morgana. They scrape together simple versions of magic and crafting used by the other factions. But the poorly channeled magic slowly drive them mad. The leader of the colony wanders off one night claiming to have heard voices, and returns a changed man, proclaiming himself to be a heretic. Shortly afterwards, all contact with the new colonies is lost. 5 years ago, the king sends a large contingent of royal expeditionary forces to secure a foothold in Albion. They take a significant chunk of coastline and erect a great wall to artificially create a safe space within Albion. In truth, this space is not actually safe, but the royal forces do their best to patrol it and impose the king's law where they can. 1 year ago. The colonies are deemed safe enough for civilians. The king allows people to petition for a charter to go to Albion and seek their fortune. The old world. The old world is vast. Once all of its many islands were part of a single continent, but some ancient catastrophe changed all that. From above, the old world looks like a comet, one large, roughly circular landmass with a long tail of smaller islands streaming out from it. The old world enjoys a temperate but dry climate. Droughts are common, and food shortages used to be the main cause of conflict between the hundreds of petty warlords. All of this changed when a baby washed up on the shore over 1,000 years ago. His name was Mordred, and war was in his blood. His early years were spent running with gangs, his teens leading them. By 14, he was a warlord in his own right. By 18, he had one of the most feared armies known. By 20, he claimed himself king. History of this time is sketchy, but it seems likely that Mordred did not achieve all of this unaided. A detailed study of the histories reveals references to a female advisor, and several scholars quietly suspect it was her and not Mordred who came up with the revolutionary tactics and armor that made his forces unbeatable in combat. Such thoughts are never spoken aloud, however, and since the time of King Melihan, all of the original texts of the time have been locked away. Currently, the old world is ruled by King Mordred IV, who has spent most of his long reign at war with an alliance of warlords called the Iron Freedom. This war has led to severe shortages, civil unrest, riots, and a rise in criminals on the roads. King Mordred has fed his campaign through crippling taxes and kept order with curfews, tough laws, and severe punishments. Consequently, life in the old world is tough, with little room for people to improve their circumstances. The rich struggle to keep hold of their treasures. The poor struggle to eat. The king's measures keep complete collapse at bay, but do nothing to alleviate the misery that fills the lives of most citizens. By contrast to Albion, the old world is without magic. There are no demons, no dragons, no giant beasts of legend. It is a gray place, where most people live out their lives in obscurity, to focus on surviving the day to plan for the future. Though in the brief moment between toil and sleep, a brave few dream of something better. The demonic plains, places of perpetually melting rock and ever-burning fires. The sky above is an icy void, endless, and shapes can be seen in the lava seas, bubbling faces that burst in a series of popping screams. Coming from such a place, is it any wonder the demons are such generators of misery? Not all demons are expected of fire, however, and if you know the correct rituals, or if you can find the right gatekeepers, other, even stranger hell realms can be reached. Places where storm clouds bombard the land with bloated corpses, or even demons so large they are their own realm. And lesser demons sail across their eyes on islands made from frozen terrors. To linger in these places is to invite death, or worse. However, there are also prizes to be had amid the peril. Hordes of rare soul gems that contain incredible power, and weapons unlike anything made by human hands. Riches and glory abound for those stupid or strong enough to take the risk. Long before the first colonists arrived in Albion, its native inhabitants had attuned themselves to the magic within the world by listening to whispers of stick and stone. This was a nature-loving tribe called the Keepers. There were others, though, who saw the pure power of the land and claimed it as their own. These would come to be known as the Avalonians. The Avalonians were a proud and ancient faction. Formed after the dragons went to their long slumber, they learned the power of the land through trial and error, infusing their tools, beasts, and even themselves with magic. After many failed attempts at mastering the crystallized magic of Albion, the Avalonians discovered a great white crystal, purer and stronger than its blue counterparts. An apparatus the size of a lake was built around the enormous crystal, distilling pure, glowing magic in liquid form. This was the first Grail. The city built to house this Grail was named Avalon. Arthur and the Order of the Grail drank from the liquid and pledged their lives to protect it. While a lady of the lake was chosen to judge who was worthy to drink from it, she was named Morgana and was a wise and powerful mage. Thus began the golden age of Avalon, under King Uther and his trusted advisors, Arthur and Morgana. During these golden times, a young keeper druid named Merlin warned of the reawakening of the dragons. When his tribe did not listen to his warnings, he approached the Avalonians for aid. The Avalonians, understanding the lingering danger of the sleeping dragons, were willing to join forces with Merlin. The dragons were defeated by Merlin and the Avalonians in a colossal battle that cost Uther his life. A new ruler was needed. As Merlin learned more of Morgana's growing alliance with demonic forces, He clandestinely crowned Arthur as the new king, rejecting Mordred. Morgana's son, Morgana, hurt and betrayed, spent the following years plotting and corrupting the court of Avalon against Merlin and Arthur, who by that time had left Avalon to rule from Caerleon. A war between the forces of Morgana and Arthur erupted. Overwhelmed by the power of the Order of the Grail, Morgana opened countless gates to hell, letting in innumerable demons. In desperation, Merlin cast a spell that destroyed both armies and condemned Morgana to hell. Afterward, all that remained on the battlefield were the nearly immortal Avalonians. The strongest retreated to Avalon along with the gravely wounded Sir Bedivere, mighty steward of Arthur, swearing an oath to return when Albion needed them. The other surviving Avalonians retreated to guard their hidden. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter will make my batter better. So 'twas better Betty Botter bought a bit of better butter. A skunk sat on a stump and thumped the stump stunk. But the stump thumped the skunk stunk. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck, he would, as much as he could, and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's a peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? 7 years ago our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty, and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation, or any nation so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this, but in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it, far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note, nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us the living, rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that the dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Abraham Lincoln, November 19th, 1863.
Well, that was fun. That was my fake voice. Doing fake voice things. Oh yeah. Fun times. I'm just over here fishing. Little pond over here. You know. You know. Getting some fisheroonies. Blue zone is pretty safe. Pretty safe. Catch the fish. All right. Gotta fast forward it. Oh man. Getting pretty powerful with my gathering skills. 2 at a time. We're at 45 right now out of 8,410. 10 levels left until I can rank up this darn rod. Now we're at 90. See how much more we get. Okay, we're at 135. We're at 135. We're at 195. $195 right now. 225. $255. $300. $360. Pretty awesome. Okay. $360. I'm reading off the amount of fame I have for fishing. It's now 405 out of 8,410. 405. Come on, little fish. Throw a worm on the Barbie. Oh yeah. Fishy, I'm at 570 right now. What if I get treasure by fishing in this debris over here? We'll see. We'll see what I get. I wonder if it matters where I fish. Nope. Right away, it's amazing. That weird spell around my body increased my fishing speed. And right over here. All right. Ploop. Plop. And we go, go, go. My fish. We're at 1,035. So, one lap around this whole thing was about 1,000. So, you could imagine about 20 laps. No. No. 80 laps. 80 laps. About 80 laps or so, maybe. And I'm officially out of worms. How about that one? That's pretty important. I have one worm left, I think. $1,380. Alright. My guild has no tax. Which means they're not taking my silver. Nice. $1,455. Wow. It's a keeper. Hotspot over here. Eat another pie. Ooh, I got 3 fish that time. Awesome. Every so often you get some more, but that really boosts up my fame. $1,770. I caught a salamander. Oh no. Yeah. Yeehaw. And we cast. 1 worm left. And I'll use it. Oh yeah. Fishies. Go down here. We have time. That was my last pie as well, huh? Interesting. can carry as much garbage that I want. Stack sort. A bunch of fish. All kinds of garbage. I have this big old ox. Usually it's a problem if I get too much of that rough wood. Maybe I'll process everything. It might give me some fame. Heading down to the water. Right over here. Couple fishies over there. Boom. Bam. Oh yeah. We're not done with the fishing. More fish. A few more fish. There we go. I'm a couple maps away. There's this whole map here, Bellavere Tour, full of water. Nice. Like I said, you have to devote a lot of time to increasing your gathering proficiency. There it is. Blue scale pike. I'm gonna start heading back now. All my fish are gone. Bunch of garbage. 10. $42. 17,642. 55, 69. It's about 40 or so per. 682. Yeah. $17,010. It adds up, people. Golly. I'm thinking about smelting everything, you know? We're just holding on to a bunch of garbage, maybe, and then processing it all tomorrow? I don't know. It's starting to get interesting. I'm starting to see the need, perhaps. Mm-hmm. Oh. The heck out of here. I need fish in my life. 2,271 there. 2,520. Level 20. Perfect. Free fish. Oh no. No. Yes. Perfect. Okay. Get as much as possible. Perfect. Sandstone. It might be good just to have a ton of different blocks and everything, just waiting.
That might be the best idea, just to keep maybe 50 or 500, I don't know, like a million of each different material. Yeah, a couple thousand. A couple stacks of 9.99 of every material, you know? Mm-hmm. And more fish. Copper. And stone. Yeah. Stone. Birch. Hey there, Sven. Good day to you. Good day to you. Hey, good morning to you. I hope you're doing okay on this morning. Did you have breakfast yet? Yeah. I just got done doing a bunch of fishing over here. Wearing fishing gear. Couple maps over. Me and Microbius, Mike Brew, moved, or went around the map earlier and consolidated all of our goods from different cities into Bridgewatch nearby. My guild told me to. Yeah. What'd you have for breakfast there, Sven? Or what are you gonna have for breakfast? Half of a grapefruit and a boiled egg? Lightly salted? Yeah. All right. Heading back, doing some stuff between A and B. I want everything. There's some fishing over here. Which is nice. This is a yellow map. Tier 5. I went the wrong way. Did I?
Yeah, I have to go down. Oh boy. That was scary. Yeah. Rare travertine. Getting some good money here in these resources. $17,511. I'm gonna kind of hover around this area because I want that rare stuff right there. It's mine. Oh yeah. Gotta hurry up. I want more. Let's get all the stuff here, including all this wood. I'll be quick here. Good thing the goose pie is still active. Gives me extra everything. $18,000. Woo, got it. Got it again. Do one more final clearance. Yeah. Go right back and look for that material. I was kind of hovering for it. Right on back through. I can carry a whole lot with this ox beast here. All this rough stone is mine. I need to get the tier 4 gathering gear. Alright. I'm gonna go up and out. And down. Travertine. Gotta do it. 22. 22. For 18,384 there. Okay. Cool. Yep. Still wearing the fishing gear. At least to fish way less. Yep, I'll have to process the ore. Do what I have to do. On my own island, maybe. Problem is, my island is over there at Lyndhurst. So it's going to cost me money, I think. See, if my island's at Lyndhurst, that means I can go there over encumbered. If I'm currently at Lyndhurst. Right now I'm at Bridgewatch. So I can go there, but I'll have to take off all my gear. In we go. Vixen tour. Boy. Up and over. Every single rock, maybe. Everything. $18,000 to 500 or 605 for the warrior for the hammer here. Smash that stone right up. On my way back to base. I'm actually trying to get over encumbered. Yeah. Working my way on through, collecting everything. Everything. Not really. The important stuff. Oh boy. Oh, the maintenance is about to start. That's cool. 3 a.m. Oh, 40 minutes until the servers go down for maintenance. Well, I guess that's how long we're going to be doing this. Or whatever. %. Sweet. Rough stone, whenever possible. Go down a little bit. Golly. A lot of ore and other garbage all throughout this place. Hey there, Jacob. How's it going? Just collecting some loot between point A and point B, you know. $18,009. Oh, 1900. Oh, sorry, 19,000. Oh yeah. Okay. Lots of mining. Lots of awesome mining. Oh boy. 39,000 out of 513,000. That's pretty crazy. Sandstone. Check the map. Alright, off to the right, and we'll be done. Off and to the right. No big deal. Yeah. Yeah. I was asking how long maintenance lasts. 30 minutes to 1 hour. All the flax in the world. Okay. Or rest 19,700 or 800, almost 20,000. $41,000 for the hide. Pretty good there. I know this ore should be lower. I never really go for it. 19,800, almost 20. Same thing with this fiber. We're at 12,700. Get all the ore around this big boulder and this moose beast. Okay, we're at 20,000. Getting, we're at 41,000. There we go. Okay. Sorry, 12,885 now. It was 872. Some cotton. Yeah. Why the heck not? Why the heck not? I'm at 51% capacity. Woohoo! And we're back. And we're back. Let's store everything. Or whatever. Yeah, maybe I'll buy a tab.
Yeah? Need something cut?
Yes, I do. Let's go, sir.
Done. Sure.
Yeah.
Rocks, 2 blocks. Got it. Done. Sure. Yep.
Sandstone blocks, go.
Got it. Done. Sure. Yep. Rocks.
Cool. Now go to travertine.
Sure.
This will increase my skill.
Done.
Okay. Stone crafter. Why not, people? Why the heck
2
not?
blocks.
Why the heck not? Let's process these skins. No big deal. Can't process the darn thing. Check out the map. Mage, toolmaker, blah blah blah. There's no ore. Smelter way over here.
Wow, that's pretty far away. Here's the woodman. A bit of birch, just a bit. A bit of chestnut, not much. No big deal. Usage fee, 58%. It's okay. It's okay. Done. And done. Cedar planks, no big deal. Yay. And now let's go smelt. All the copper. Whenever I have a large stack, I think it's good to use the focus. Oh yeah, browns, baby. Stay a while and listen. Hello, Tomas. The game's about to go through the maintenance in just a bit. Just wrapping it up here. Processing all this garbage. Ooh. Alright. With a cook. Seaweed salad. Why not?
My favorite recipe. There is no beef in Albion. Only beans.
Head on back through and get rid of everything. I might even buy a tab. I think it's best to earn money through dungeons and whatnot. We'll see. Might come in handy one day. See how much it costs. 140,000 for the tab there. Swapping out my gear. Swapping out everything. Yep, swapping out everything. Everything. I think it's 10 to sell it all. Yeah. Fine, let's go use the ox for a second. I hope you're well, everyone. Let's go sell it all. I just felt the need to process it. I don't think it hurts to process it. Yeah, no. They still have raw materials, I think. I don't know.
Sell it all. Resources, it doesn't matter. Everything. I'm at 114,000 right now. But now... I have a sell order over there in Limhurst for that skin. Oh yeah. It's my impression. Well, pretty good. It has that long-term progression, and it really is a guild versus guild sort of board game. It's really economy-driven, and it's pretty cool. You can completely bypass crafting, and you could power level your PvE through money, sort of. So far, so good. I'm starting to understand. I like many aspects. It seems like the hardest part is getting your gathering up and running, but it allows for that transition of gameplay between gathering and guild territorial control flim-flam. Make sure everything's ready. I like how the skills work and all that, you know? Great how the skills work tied to your gear, you know? Pop this back out. We have 15 minutes left. There we go. Let's eat some black bog flim flam. Okay. Cool. The stream's about to be over. Just about now. I need to get to my island. Well, I'll probably be back in just a bit. You know? The day's about to wrap around, so I'll wait until the day's over. There's nothing much else I can do besides maybe quickly doing a dungeon. I can do a really quick dungeon over here. In the yellow zone. 15 minutes. Yeah, I'll be done after a dungeon. Let's just go out here and run out here into the wild. Right out there. Oh boy. And we're in the dungeon. Hopefully it's empty. There's a person in here already, yep. Cool thing is if you hop in a dungeon, there's already a person in here. Usually they let you invite them. And now look, they're in my party. Yay. Okay, make sure it's all set. But that worked out. I love doing random dungeons. Oh boy. Gotta love that garbage. Yes, hey, Tomas, all dungeons have like 2 bosses, but with like 1 big boss at the end. And a couple boxes of loot. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty epic boss fights. Knockout. See, this dungeon is only 1 layer deep. Some dungeons are 2 layers deep. Just like that. Pretty easy. Quick and easy if you can find a dungeon in time. And then we leave the party. And look for another dungeon. Oh yeah. Very nice. I like these groups of enemies. And what about raids? Same as in WoW, I don't know anything about raids. But there's no, like, storyline. There's, like, crazy outdoor raids, and they're pretty hard. And, well, I think the way it works is the more difficult the dungeon, the more you need to silence and crowd control enemies and focus fire. And really try and avoid dying. You know, everything is sort of like a raid fight. Is what I've seen with these harder dungeons. You know what I mean? Interesting spot. Yep, game's about to end. It's getting some final licks in before it's over. Oh yeah. Tier 4. Yes, I'll be back again with this game in just a bit. I'm trying to get all the gaming in before the 15th because that's when I'll be playing Fallout 76 Crazy Town. Non-stop because of the season and the update 22 and all the awesome garbage, and I can't wait for the daily ops. Are you excited, Tomas, for the update 22? The cool thing for me is I haven't looked at any of the test realm garbage, test server. I don't know anything really about the perks or, you know, it's all just what they've told us publicly so far. I don't know much. And that's exciting. I know it's gonna be pretty hard. Pretty hard. These different enemies. Be crazy. Alright, well, this stream is about over. That was a nice 2-hour stream. If you think about it, movies are like an hour and a half. To 2 hours. To 2.5 hours. 3 hours are like some crazy epic movie. Sitting here. Yeah. We'll catch you later, Tomas. Yeah. Maybe I'll be back at, if it's live, maybe around 4:30 or 4 a.m. Right now it's 2:57 a.m., so basically 3. So in about an hour. Yeah. We'll keep on keeping on. It's so darn exciting. Alright. That's it. Vortex, Vortex. Catch you later, everybody. And goodbye. Yeah. Be back later.